So this is actually very similar to the split that I'm running right now. It doesn't matter quite as much how many days a week you're in the gym or even what kind of training split you're following. Regardless of what your training split looks like, the three factors that you want to consider are number one, volume for a given muscle group within a given session. Number two, volume for a given muscle group within a training week. And number three, frequency of training for a given muscle group. The frequency part of this equation is a little bit more cut and dry, so I'll start there. We have a significant amount of data that has come out in the last few years that tells us that training a muscle group at least 2 times per week yields significantly greater hypertrophy than if you were to only train that muscle group once per week. As far as volume is concerned, it's a little bit more nuanced. However, at this point, we can confidently say that higher intensity, lower volume training will yield greater gains than traditional higher volume training. As far as how many sets per session or how many sets per week for a given muscle group that's where it's a little bit more nuanced. There is no exact number, unfortunately. Believe me, I wish there was, but these things are just highly individual and it can vary from person to person. However, as a general rule of thumb, I would recommend starting with at least 1 to 3 working sets taken to failure for each muscle group in a given session, working each muscle group at least 2 times per week. So here's what this could look like in practice if you want to train 5 days a week. As you can see, I'm hitting every single muscle group at least twice a week. And just to give you an idea of what my weekly volume looks like for a given muscle group, here's my chest routine. I'm hitting 3 sets taken close to failure on my push day on Monday, and then on Saturday, only 1 set taken close to failure on my upper body day. So again, it doesn't matter if you're doing a 3-day full body split, a 4-day upper lower split, or a 5-day upper lower push pull legs. As long as you're managing your volume per session and throughout the week, and you're hitting each muscle group at least 2 times per week, you're gonna be fine. Hope this helps.